guys, and welcome back to the Video Game with Powers. I'm Jake, and in today's video, I'm bringing you another unboxing of a board game that I have backed on either Kickstarter or GameFound. No nonsense in today's video, guys. Let's go ahead and jump straight down to the table and see what is in today's package. Alright guys, so down here at the table we have the latest Kickstarter or GameFound game that I have backed, and let's see what this one is. Ooh, alright. So this is called Parlay, the betting game. This is the standard edition of the game. They did have a deluxe edition, or like an edition where you could get up to like 8 players or something like that, but I do believe the second pledge of the game, let me actually get my phone out here really quickly so I can be accurate with my information. This was on Kickstarter here. Let's see. This was on Kickstarter, I do believe. I'm very confident it was on Kickstarter. And while I'm looking at this one, let's dive into this. You can see the front of the box here. This was a unique betting, trick-taking style game where you're going to bet on the number of tricks that you guys think you can win. It's going to have like poker cards. It looked really interesting, just as a really cool 2 to 6 player board game. And of course, we will dive into all our goodies here as we get moving along. Let's go ahead and zoom in to this one and find out what it is all about. All right, about the game. Step into the glamorous vintage world of Parlay, a stylish, risk-taking board game designed for endless fun and thrill. Whether you're hosting a cozy family gathering, friends game night, or looking for a family game to play with all ages, Parlay is the perfect choice to bring everyone together. In this unique, family-friendly betting game, players wager on how many tricks they'll win each round. Every correct bet advances your pawn along the track, bringing you closer to victory. But place your bets carefully. One wrong move, and your competition might leave you in the dust. Parlay embraces the thrill of a competitive race and ensures every game is unpredictable and exciting. All right, so the game looked cool. I mean, like an old school style, classic vintage vibe to this one. So we have the betting game here, a playlist fit for playing. Oh, okay. We got a nice little playlist. We'll definitely have to check that out right here. The Parlay Party, Parlay Pairings recipe card. Oh, okay. Look, you can make some recipes. That's pretty cool. So the perfect charcuterie tray, popcorn, and smoked salmon bites. Alrighty. Looks like we have the game board here, and we got some nice, colorful, metallic pieces, which look good. But let's take a look at the game board really quickly. Let me zoom this out just a smidge. So we're gonna have like a racetrack style game board where I'm sure everybody's gonna start here. You're gonna move around to the finish, but be careful because you can go into the sand pit. But man, I like it is thin, but it feels really durable, really sturdy. It's got a nice gloss finish to it. You can see there an embossed finish to it. Looks really cool. Again, captures that vintage racetrack style vibe, which is what interested me in the game. Okay, let's take a look at some of these pieces right here. So we have gold plastic pieces, they look like. Not really metallic, but we got almost like a Monopoly-esque, where we have like a set of golf clubs. All right, we got a tennis racket right here. So a nice little tennis racket. We got a pony or a horse. Alrighty, I'll bring it closer. You guys can see the horse. Alright. And we got a little dog. Of course, you got to have a bulldog, a British bulldog. And here, we got the car. Looks very, very close to the car that you find in Monopoly there. And then last but not least, we have a saxophone. Right there, the nice saxophone. And these are interesting. It's interesting because you look at them and you think they're going to be metal pieces, but They could be a metal, but they feel plastic. They feel almost like a plastic piece, but they have that metallic look to them. Of course, we have a first player coin. Now, this is metal. This actually is metal. So this is going to be the dealer coin that you will have if you are the dealer for the round. Okay, we'll take a look at the cards next. And while I'm looking at the cards, let me find the Kickstarter page. All right, so what were the pledges that they had available for this one, if I remember correctly? So like I said, this is the standard edition of the game you are looking at, of course, with the stretch goals. Let me see if I can get it for you guys right here. Okay, so this is the standard version. This was $38 US. They had the parlay for 8. So the next level was you could play this game with 8 players instead of 6. That was 60. They had the parlay hosting set, which was the standard edition, the 8-player expansion. You get some matchbooks, you get some snack plates and things like that. That was $85, and then the deluxe edition was at $99. So definitely for me, when I was looking at this, I felt like that $99 price point was way too high. So that's why I kind of went with the standard version here. But let's look at some of these cards. But the standard version looks great. I think for the $40 price point, we have, that's great. All right, let's take a look at some of these poker cards. So you got the 2 of clubs there. We got the 2 of diamonds. And so I believe all the 2s of a certain color. So the 2 reds will have the tennis racket. The 2 blacks are going to have the drink there. We got a golf ball, cigar, golf ball, martini, oyster or clam shellfish, some boots, another drink, some Oxfords maybe, the little bulldog. That's cute. But I like how on each of these cards, there's going to be a different symbol. This is one of the first, whoa, this is one of the first copies of Parlay. Thank you for your support. That's super cool that is in there as well. So people know that this is one of the very first copies of this game in case they come out with more editions. Then you have some of these specialty cards like Bad Bet. You got Double Parlay, double points, right? We got the Joker, the Jacks, really, the Kings. We got the Parlay cards, which are the instant win, kind of like the Jokers, I believe. And then you got the Queens, and then the Tax Collector. So those are all of the standard cards that you are going to have in the game that you are going to be playing with tricks. So trick taking, right? And then you are going to have these admittance tokens. And what's cool is they actually feel like tickets. So each player is going to get tickets numbered 0. So we'll have 0, right? You'll have 1 all the way 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I should flip it this way so you can see. So each player will get 1 of each of these, and you will bet on the number of tricks that you believe that you're going to win. And these are cool because they do feel like tickets. You can see on the back, championship, race, betting ticket, parlay, admission gate, all that fun stuff. Not super flimsy, right? But small. They're nice and compact, so you can have a lot of them and fit them all in there, but they got a glossy finish to those as well. Okay, let's see really quickly. I'm going to do this playlist and see what is on the playlist, and let's get some music. Oh, it's a Spotify playlist. Okay, well, I don't know if I have Spotify or not, but interesting. Spotify playlist. Oh, there we go. Play that really quickly so I don't get copyrighted. But yeah, that's a Parlay playlist. Okay, off to the races with Parlay. We have one last envelope. Let's see what is in this envelope. Is this the mini expansion to this one? All right, game. Oh, this is the rulebook. Oh, that's so cool that the rulebook is in the envelope. That is super cool. So that is the rules for Parlay. One pamphlet sheet that looks super nice, and that is so cool that it is in this this nice little envelope there. But all right, guys, well, look, that is everything that is in this standard edition here of Parlay, the betting game. I need to see really quickly who this is from. So again, this is a board game for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 plus. Man, does it say on the back? Velmont Enterprises Inc. But that might be where it was manufactured. Who has done this one? Who's this coming to us by? I gotta see on the Kickstarter page. It's created by Parlay. All right, Parlay has their own company. So Parlay, the board game coming to you from Parlay, a board game for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 plus. And I did not see a time on this one. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about my first impressions of Parlay. I'm excited for this one. Look, what attracted me initially to Parlay was the vintage vibe of this game, right? It reminded me a lot of Monopoly with those small miniature player pieces, but I just love this overall horse racing vintage style vibe that is coming in this Parlay box. And then the mechanics of the game look very easy, right? You have those tickets, you get dealt a hand of cards. These are 52 poker. These are basically poker style cards is what they are. And then you are betting on how many tricks that you are going to win. So almost like a spades style game, solo game, or like hearts or something like that style game, right? And if you manage to guess correctly on your tricks that you won, you will be able to advance up this track. And so there's this kind of race to get up the track and win these different tricks. And so it looks very simple. It's another 2 to 6 player game. So if you know, a lot of our gaming nights have around 4 to 6 players, so this is definitely something you can bust out and play in a group, in a party. I think that's really where this game is going to shine with this one. And then for me, the price point wasn't actually bad. For $40, what you are getting in this game looks very, very cool. If you guys are interested in this content, please go ahead and smash that like button and hit that notification bell. Drop down in the comments below, did you guys see Parlay on Kickstarter and did you back it, or what are your thoughts and opinions on this one? And last but not least, if you guys are not subscribed to our channel, please go and subscribe so you can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. Bye.